Well, good morning. It's very dark here this morning because it's only 3:30, but we are getting ready to head off and do some towing. So, we've got the mighty Kenworth here with the block on, and the Hilux is in tow here. So, we're just about to head off to down south. We've got about 4 hours to get to the first job. So all I've done is just I've connected the lights of the ute to the lights of the truck with the Susie cable, and that way everything works. But anyway, we shall get going and keep you updated as the day unfolds. We're back and we're towing, and I don't know how much that camera is shaking, but I've got a camera mount, so look mum, no hands. So we're towing 40 kilometers an hour, and we're lucky. It's cold, it's wet, ideal time to be doing these moves because the bearings and the tyres run a lot cooler. Just we're looking pretty close to the ground. I think it might be sagging a little bit on the hydraulics. But anyway, we're 5.5 metres wide on this one. This is the narrow one for the week. We're going to be doing one at 6.5 tomorrow, and then I think the next day might be 6.5 as well. So I was just saying earlier in the week to somebody that we haven't done any towing this year. There's been no cedar bar moves, nothing like that, and now we've got 3 in 1 week, so all good. But anyway, I don't know what that camera mount's like. I can see it shaking, but the idea is, too far, I can do that, and you can look out the window and just over top of the stone guard. So you'll see, if I turn you around so you're square on about there, we're sitting pretty much in the middle of the road. I don't like the way that shakes, to be honest. Yeah, so a bit better view for you maybe. Still looking at the stone guard, but just clearing it. Yeah, so 6.5 wide, 5.5 wide. We've got a couple of 100 kilometres to go, so it's a full day. We left Perth early this morning and drove down here, and yeah. So in the mirror, I don't know how much you can see there, but we're all towing. So this has come out of Franklin River, and we're going to near Narrogin. And I'm sorry I didn't get. I just loaded out of Ben's place, and Ben said his father watches. And yeah, I said I'd say good day to him, but I'm sorry I forgot to get your name. But thanks for watching anyway. Yeah, sorry you weren't there, that I couldn't say good day to you in person. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. All right, I'll have a walk around once we stop and check things over, and we'll take the camera with us. But at the moment, there's not much to see. At 40 k's an hour, there's not a lot of action. Squeaky wipers, a bit of rain starting to happen. So yeah, all right, we'll touch base later on.
Hey, Roger, I'm pulling into the parking bay just to you to the left as well. Hey, sweet, thanks, mate.
Right, just miking up. So we are coming into Wagen. I'll spin you around, you don't want to look at me. Right, so we're going to take the bit of a detour here in Wagen, obviously because of our size. The official bypass is a bit strange here. We've done it before. You're supposed to turn right here and follow that round and go right back through the main street, and it's absolutely ridiculous. You end up traffic islands and that. What was that, sorry?
Don't know how you're going to miss that tree.
Oh, should be right, might get under it, we'll find out. So go to channel 40.
You don't take that.
Just shit. Pardon the language. Yeah, so we come up this way here, and we've been told off by the boys in blue before not to do it, but this is on our permit. And otherwise, if we come back through the main street of town, we've got bloody traffic islands, you've got cars parked in the main street. It's just, whereas this way, it's pretty good, apart from we go past the police station and the school, which obviously it's not school time now, it's 10 to 2, so probably a good time for us to get through and yeah, get out the other side. But yeah, there's a pole on the corner here, and it is just a pain. But I think I've had the camera on here once before coming through here. So this is the way the permit sends us. And well, yeah, way the Western Power permit sends us. So we're right for height, and it is nice and wide. There's no traffic islands, and apart from the school zone, which isn't in operation now, it's pretty quiet. And yeah, we basically bypass the main street of Wagen, which is good. And we're going to pull into the roadhouse, and we're going to try and sort some radios out. We're all having problems with our two-way radios. Right there, Les. And try and sort out our two-way radios. None of us can hear each other, so it's been a quiet sort of a trip so far, but do that. And even though it's 2 o'clock, it's lunchtime for me because I haven't eaten. Pulling this first driveway. Alright, here's a quick look at what we've got. Primary precision cedar bar. So it's pretty straightforward. Single fold, big single tyres. It's only about 5.5 wide, 5 metres high. Yeah, nothing too exciting there, but haven't had a chance to do much in the way of filming, but never mind. You get the gist. You've seen it before, I'm sure. Well, good morning. We are down in the deep south, down near Fitzgerald, in the bottom of Western Australia, sort of between big towns that you might know, Albany and Ravensthorpe, or Albany and Esperance, about halfway there. And we are going to tow a seeding bar, a planter. And so 2 pilots. I've got Leslie with me here, and we're towing the Hilux on the A-frame. And Sally, our second pilot, will probably be there waiting for us. We're a little bit late this morning, but we've got to tow this bar. It's 6.5 3 metres wide, 5 metres high, and we've got to tow it. I think it's going to end up being about 300, 350 kilometres, which is going to be a very large day when we're doing 40 kilometres an hour. So yeah, and unfortunately it's going to be hot. They're talking high 30s down here, which is not ideal for our bearings and tyres. But we're going to do a bit of zigzagging and try and get off the main road, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So yeah, we'll try and, I tried yesterday, we moved one yesterday, but I just didn't pick up the camera. We done some pretty cool things, took it through some pretty tight, narrow trees, and yeah, I didn't pick up the camera. So today we shall try and do better. Okay. So we're here, we're hooked up, but it's not going to plan. They measured wrong, and it's too wide, too high. It's just wrong. Everything's wrong. So I'm going to try and knock this pin out of here, bring these wheels in. But I think I got up the wrong side. I think I need to get up the other side to take some pressure off this. Oh, I think I need to be not here. It's just nothing to stand on up here. It's a freaking nightmare. Some days I wonder why I bother with this stuff. I can hear all the comments there now going about health and safety and all that stuff, and yes, I'm all well aware of it. I'm well aware of it. So what happened was, we got told it was 6.5 or 6.2 metres, which means we 2 metre ag pilots, 2 pilots for a 6.5 metre ag, but it's actually over 7 metres wide. So we've tied all the points in. Now we're trying to narrow it all up as best we can. But it's not going to plan. It's really not going to plan. So I've got a bad feeling about this. I'm going to have to get up the other side. Damn it. What a pain. Some days it'd be nice to be an office worker. And now it's blowing. So we've been here for hours. Should have been on the road by now. But we're still dicking around with this. I haven't broken my neck yet, but I've certainly given it a couple of good goes. So, well, that's one. Now I've got to go out the other side. Hey? No, because I left the bloody thing tied. I couldn't get the pin out because now I've got to come back up here and tie it back together. I stopped having fun about 7 o'clock this morning. Just got to get down without breaking my neck. all these hoses and stuff. Right. Put that one back in. Yeah, they are OSH approved. Well, they haven't died yet. Right, so now I just got to get back up there and tie these together. Some days, I don't know why I bother. And we're doing this for the grand total of $0. They already don't want to pay for us to tow it, let alone do all this. Don't actually run a charity, we don't. Everything costs money. Danger money for today is what I want. Hey, look at that. It's alive. So that's what we're trying to achieve. Narrowing it up. Now we've got to try and lift it. Once I get down. All right. I think we're ready to try. Just got to get my hammer. Before I forget it. Just going to start the truck now and lift that up. Get these points off the ground. See what happens. Toolbox is a mess. It's one of those days. So those rams at the top will go out. So I reckon somewhere like that. Come down just a little bit. We've got a crown on the road here too, so. So I think with the crown of the road, I think we'll. See, that's on the stoppers. I think we're going to have to suck it and see, get out on the flat road, because I think this is too up and down, but we'll measure that here and it'll be just under 5 meters when we measure it, probably. All right. Anyway, hello, welcome back. We've just had a quick pit stop in Broome Hill, and we went to Henry Jones Cafe, and we got coffee, and the muffins were pretty bloody good, and even better because I didn't pay for them. Pilots shouted. So we've had a day. We have had a day. This should have been maybe a six-hour job. We got to the machine at 7:30 this morning, and first thing we done was hook it up, and then I got the tape measure out and run it over because the measurements are all given to us by the owner of it, and they were given at 6.2. Now, towed agricultural equipment in WA, 6.2 means 2 pilots. No warden, no police, just 2 pilots because it's agricultural. So I arrived with my 2 pilots and my tape measure, and we measured it at 7.3. So there was a lot of mucking around to get it down. As you saw, I took pins out of the wheels, out of the rams. You know, we tried to use the hydraulics, but just the way it's plumbed up, the machine would lower before the wheels would come in. And anyway, took the pins out, folded the wheels and tied them up. And we've had other issues with points falling off. One's fallen off this left-hand side, and one of the rams popped out, and there's oil. One of the dampeners, there's oil just everywhere all over it. So it's now nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we've still got 83 kilometres to go. So we're at least 2 hours. So we are going to be just on dark getting there. I've waited until now. I've just made the call to suss out tomorrow's job. Another bar tomorrow, and an air cart as well. So tow a little noddy train, and that's going to be a bigger day than today. And even if everything goes right, it's still going to be a pretty large day. We may not get it done tomorrow. Same sort of width as this, be 6.2, so they tell me. And yeah, the air cart. So I've just had to get all the permits through this morning. So the day started off just with a lot of swearing, trying to get permits organised for tomorrow. And of course I was blaming the website, but it turns out it was operator error, so no surprises there. Me and my fat fingers hitting the wrong buttons. So yeah, but we're organised, permits are in order, we're good to go once we get through today. So once we unload today, we're going to have a bit of a hike to get home, well, to get to the next job. I think we'll go straight to the next job. We could go home, call into Perth on the way through, but I think we'll just run the gauntlet and head out somewhere and camp up for the night. So. But anyway, that's an update. So I had the camera on the back so you could see a little bit of just how wide we are, how much road we're taking up. All of it, basically. Ooh, there's an island. Wrong side it. Well, I haven't done much filming today because we've been under the pump. We've battled to keep this thing on the road, and we are literally 300 meters from where we were dropping it, and the wheels fell off the wagon pretty much. So the main cylinder that holds the wheels up broke. The whole thing's dug into the ground, and I'd say the bar's actually just about a write off. So we're stuck in the middle of the road, we're blocking the road, and it's going to be dark shortly, and we've called for help. We've got the owner of the machine's coming with hopefully with the front end loader. We're just going to have to pick it up and carry it down the road, and yeah, it's a real bad situation. You know, it's a really old bar and it has just all day given problems. We haven't filmed it, but all day it's just things gone wrong. It's a really, really bad result for the day. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. If you have a look over here at what's actually happened. So this cylinder here actually supports the wheel, holds that whole wheel assembly, and it is broken clean off and spun around. There's rip hoses off and that, I'm guessing, by the amount of oil on the ground. Yeah, not a good situation, but we'll yeah, we'll have to work it out from here. And yeah, it's done a lot of damage to the machine, a hell of a lot of damage. Yes, and I don't even have any beer in the truck. Can't even just go, you know what, I'm just going to call it a day and just drink some cans, sink some tins. I can't even do that. And joy of joys, we've got another bar to move tomorrow. Same size, but with an air card as well. So anyway, we'll leave it at that. We'll try and film a little bit maybe while we're towing it, while we're getting off the road, but I think it'll be dark by then, so yeah. Alright, thanks guys. Well, good morning. It is the day after the night before. So as you saw, things didn't quite go to plan and the wheels fell off. But we got it off the road just before dark, and then we set off, and yeah, it's a bit of a terrible situation. I felt really bad for the farmer, but it was out of my control. The machine failed, a ram broke on it and she hit the ground, so it's done a lot of damage to the machine, but it is repairable. For a start I was thinking it might be non-repairable, but I think you'll get it sorted hopefully in time to use this season. So anyway, we're making our way to do yet another slow tow, and hopefully today is going to go better, but already we're on our second set of roadworks with a red light, and we've only been going for about an hour, and yeah, it's slow going, so we're going to be late getting there, I think, the way we're going. But anyway, that's what's happening today. So yesterday wasn't the best day. We made it within about 300 metres of our drop when the machine failed, and yeah, we'll try again today. So, we've arrived to get this machine. Yesterday we lost hours and hours and hours on that one yesterday. And today we haven't even left the paddock yet, and we're about 3 hours in, it feels like. So I've just got the airlines plugged into the truck. Try and check some pressures on tyres. Don't know if it's going to reach. Right, we finally actually made it onto the road. So we are 6.5 wide, managed to get them down to 5 metres high, but something of a pain, but never mind. And we've got lots of little roads like this,
Sorry, say that again.
and it's going to take us a couple of days to deliver this machine. So yeah, I just hope the traffic can be patient. So we are coming into a Gamelling.
5 metres approaching the rail crossing eastbound on the 2J road.
So yeah, we come from, those who know, from 2J up towards Gamelling, and we're going to
Nothing coming.
copy. At Gamelling, we're going to hang a right and go through the town, and lost my train of thought. Go through the town and then out the other side, turn off to go to Meckering, which is where I had the issues with the trailer a couple of videos ago. But we won't have any problems this time, I'm sure. We had problems yesterday, obviously, as well. Oh, this looks rough. Yeah, we're only a couple of k's off the town here, they might just have to wait. Yeah, so the idea is to avoid towns when you're towing, but sometimes you just can't. This way we're sort of, it's the best of a copy, best of a bad bunch. You know, there's other towns, like we're avoiding Pingelly and Beverley with traffic islands and narrow main streets. But we still have to deal with this, trees and lines and sort of not much fun.
Anyway.
Yeah, just the trees now. So we've got poles on one side, we've got trees on the other side. Whew. Yeah, roger. Big one from the left.
Fuck, I wish I'd known you could have wrong sided there.
I was thinking about it.
Southbound coming out of town.
Oh, that one's low.
Guys are going along the Gamelling Road there, are you? The Meckering Road?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of space is alright, that one.
I've got my rubber hoses on top there, they should just slide up over, in theory.
And there was enough room.
Why do people have to stop right opposite trees? Alright, so you haven't had a mirror shot today, apart from my glasses. So that's what we're looking at behind. There's a whole lot of seating bar in your car. We're right out, we're taking both lanes and then some. And yeah, not much that I can see back there. Got Leslie as rear pilot. She's sitting out nice and wide so people can see her lights basically under the tines of the bar, so it just gives them a bit more warning. Not that they generally pay any notice to the pilots, but over here in the west it's law, you have to comply with the pilot's directions, but nobody does. But anyway, we just had a quick pit stop, check things over, and everything's running hot, but that's to be expected. It's warm weather. A bit of rain would be nice. If we could organise that for this afternoon, that'd be swell. So we've got a lot of kilometres to go. You know, we've only been on the road for a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours by the time we had to take all the points off and get the height down as much as we could. And yeah, took a bit of time to get going this morning, but that's just, you get that on these big jobs. So we are just cruising along here. We're down to 35 k's an hour now, just to keep the temperature down on everything. We've got some trucks coming up behind us. I better get off this camera. So we are just coming into the big smoke of Katanning. Watch branches here, Les.
Radio.
And we are pruning some trees. Can't be helped. Alright, so we made it. Bar and air car, very tight through the gate, but we got there. We've unloaded all the points and everything. We had to take all the points off it for ground clearance. We are now hooked up, ready to go. Now, we had a little bit of a faux pas last time we were here. Last year, there's a bar over here, this blue one. I believe that's the one we bought in, or it might have been that one, or that one. But anyway, we bought one in last year, and it had a pallet of bits on it. We had it in the back of the truck. We delivered his bar, we high-fived everyone, we hooked the ute up and we left and got all the way back to Kojonup. We stopped to get some dinner and we could see the pallet in the back of the truck still, so we had to turn around, come back, unload it and then go. But this time we've got everything. We had to unload it by hand, the farmer's not here, but hopefully he's happy. We had one hydraulic hose go just before, about 3 k's from here we had a hydraulic hose go and spray a bit of oil around, but apart from that, much more successful than the last one. So anyway, we'll leave it there now. We've got about 3.5 hours back to Perth, and it's Saturday lunchtime now, so we're going to have Sunday off. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.